China's being the adult in the room, but I think the issue is more fundamental. I think Trump is right in trying to challenge China. I don't know the way he's going about it. It's just isolating himself. Is like isolating US is quite wrong. He should have tried to. I don't understand it. He tried to bring Russia into the fold and to
Mm.
isolate China. Then he isolated himself from all his allies in a way that I think even Europe is just sort of looking to China
Ashkan,
now.
Ashkan,
Yeah.
Trump is playing 17-dimensional chess. You don't understand. Your mind isn't big enough. The art of the deal isn't within your brain intensely enough to understand what Trump is doing. Trump is breaking down everyone to such an extent that he can build them back up in their own image. Everyone soon will have a spray tan department, a department of orange tan. That will be
But
the new modus operandi.
the problem is this has changed rather than art of the deal to the deal art of. Like, nothing's like everything is in the wrong place. Art deal off.
But you said something, Ashkan. You said you agree that America has to manage China. What did you mean by that?
Yeah, I mean, it was a mistake bringing China into the fold and thinking that economic freedom means changing the government, bringing democracy to
Wait,
China.
wait, 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 wait. Are you talking about the decision by the Clinton administration
Yes,
over
WTO.
20 years ago to allow China into WTO standards and giving them
Yes,
preferred
yes,
nation trading status? You're
yes.
saying that that was a mistake all those years ago. Why? Should you not be saying it was a mistake that the administration didn't manage that transition properly rather than the Chinese fault?
It's always the
It's
well.
always
I
their
didn't
fault.
say it's the Chinese fault. I said it was a mistake to bring China into the
Why?
fold like that
Why?
and give
Why?
China a free reign.
Why? Why is it a
Uh,
mistake to bring a country that's growing at
Well, now
double-digit
you have to
GDP
deal with
growth?
China because now China is. I think they underestimated China, and now they have to deal with China because
So wait,
China.
wait, wait. So what you're saying is that you want there to be not you want there to be a monopolar world, right? Where
I.
only one
It's not
hegemonic
about what I
entity.
want. I'm
You
saying
want there to
in
be
terms
just
of what US did.
imperialistic America, the good old days of the white man going around and subjugating everyone else. That's what you basically want. It was a
Where is
mistake
opium
to
when you
let
need it?
those coolies
Just
in.
send them
It
some
was a
fuck.
mistake to give
Just
them
send them
freedom.
opium. Now they're
Huh?
sending fentanyl back. Is that? See, they're not grateful. We gave him opium, and now they're sending fentanyl back.
No, but
Unbelievable.
I take your point. I mean, it was misguided
Mm,
to believe that liberalization of trade and economics and capitalism would change a model ingrained thousands of years before
yeah.
and informed by great famines and many leaders like Dao Xiaoping and all these other people. It was poor political science. It was poor thought to think that you could go around the world and impose your ways of living and think it would change those people on the ground for sure, for sure.
I think it was more like think about all the money we can make and like cheap manufacturing in China. It was like in terms of free market. I think it was no brainer to do this. But at the same time, I think they misunderstood that they can manage China, but whereas US sort of I think in terms of political structure, sort of went down, but China remained the same, even more rigid in its political system. It seems to be working. I'm sure there is a lot of, like any other autocratic regime, there's a lot of corruption. Things might be like it might end up China being a paper tiger as well. But I doubt it, not to the extent of like how Iran is, but it could be like it's not all rosy in China as well. And they might surprise you, and they might break. Like there might be some changes in like political system if US actually put pressure on them. But there is no actual evidence of it right now. And
Can you
I think the
imagine?
way US is going about it as well with the arrogance, they're just giving them fuel of getting them actually uh what's the word for it, to be together, and rather than the like US is taking all the blame by being the bad guy.
Yeah.
like they're not playing it well. So
I would love to know how this is being telegraphed and transmitted in China. I would love to see what like
it's
state
probably
media.
Mandarin and Cantonese.
Yeah. Well, you mean they don't have like an English broadcast? So they don't have a for us. No, I'd love to see how CCTV are broadcasting this and whether or not they are, because like you say, I think the word you were looking for was a tricky one. It's called unity, and I think it has unified the Chinese
I slept for
definitely.
3 hours. Shut up.
I think it has.
The thing is, I started panicking as well. I'm like, why can't I remember?
Unity. I, I, I think it has unified them. It's made a shared enemy. And can you imagine a China that was completely open, completely free, completely democratic? Be careful what you wish for, because that kind of China, if that was unleashed onto the world, that dynamism, that creativity, that pure economic power, that labor force, that would be a force to reckon with. If that was unleashed and they got rid of all of their systems of like only being able to get certain healthcare in the province that you're born, I think it's called the haiku score. If they got
Mm.
rid of all of that, China would be a force to be reckoned with. I mean, but as you said, the higher echelons they seldom want to relinquish power. But if that were to happen, be careful what you wish for, America, because China would soon supplant you. And I'm not just saying that because I like China. I'm saying that because it's an economic probable reality.
Yeah, but and I'm not saying it because I don't like the Chinese. If it was like a free country, I would have loved to live in China. And I don't care if they were like the richest country in the world, if their culture was the dominant culture in the world, like
Mm.
if they were a free country, and if they didn't have all these weird rules, like I didn't have any problem with them. So um as for me, I would wish that to be true, but I might I can't go to China anymore after this.
After, I don't know. I don't know if you're going to be greeted with red carpet, to be honest with you.
uh, well, there will be a red carpet. It might be wrapped around me.
The carpet started off as white, and when Ashkan left, it was red.
I didn't leave though.